Guys, what is up? What is good? Prism back again with another video reaction slash breakdown. I've not done any of these like for quite a while now. It's been months, especially on like T4 IRL. Fam. Shout out to these guys. I love like their insight onto how like they break down the game to what a manager's philosophy is, what a player could bring into the team. And speaking of what a player could bring into the team, Kai Havertz, bro. Why Mikel Arteta wants Kai Havertz, fam? I said this right, like. When I watched Kai Havertz at Old Trafford, like he really changed my opinion to what I think of him as a player. Because I used to watch him on TV because again like when you watch like a football game in like real life, you know, you can actually focus on like one player rather than the camera focusing like on the ball. And I was watching Kai Havertz specifically, and I was really impressed with him. And I see why Arteta is actually trying to well, he's actually got him now, and like we have to see for next season. But again, this is going to be T4 football breaking it down, giving their insight as well, because I want to see, right, if I'm not deluded in the things to what I'm thinking, fam, because I genuinely like these guys. So guys, enough of rambling, enough of chit chats. You wanna let's get this madness started. Entre estos uno, vámonos.
Mikel Arteta really wants to sign Kai Havertz for Arsenal. But why? He hardly scores goals. Is he number 9? Is he number 10? Nobody. He did score a Champions League winning goal, so he must be good. But what will he bring to Arsenal?
I like that German kit, fam.
Havertz is kind of a striker.
The old German kit.
Top as a number 9 for Chelsea quite a lot. But he plays as number 9 for Chelsea because they don't really have
a striker, yeah.
And Havertz was best.
Aubameyang is not pulling his socks up.
Behind the forward or just alongside one in a role called a second striker. You don't really see many of those anymore because teams tend not to play 4-4-2. If you play as 4-4-2, you can have one player here, two wingers, and that's kind of what you get. And then you can float in around and the striker and make things happen. Yeah. It's kind of what the number 10 became when you played just behind them. But again, a lot of teams don't play just this straight 4-2-3-1, especially Chelsea, who play as a number 9.
I used to like that again. It's basically 4-4-2, but I just really like that 4-4-1-1. Formation, bro, with like a centre forward and then the striker, you know, because for me I used to have like a target man and then a short like a quick striker to run in behind, fam. So that's what I used to like as well. Like back in the day, fam, everybody was doing 4-4-2, man.
What he is best at, whether it's a 9 or a 10, including his ex-manager Thomas Tuchel, who has said he's a unique player. He's very comfortable in the box, he's very comfortable in high positions, he's very good at offensive headers, he has good timing to arrive in the box, good finishing, good composure in the box, around the box, so between a 9 and a 10. So 9.5, like I say, like a second striker.
9.5. I like that. I like that. I like that. 9.5. That's very good.
So that would mean he can then drop back, which allows runners to go on beyond him, or the wingers to take up central space when they attack. Central spaces here, especially in the final third. He's great at link-up play. I wonder what's
gonna happen, like, cause I wonder what's gonna happen next season, because next season's looking really crispy, fam. It generally is, because like when you look at the playing styles to Arteta wants, Guardiola wants, Ten Hag wants, Pochettino wants, Ange Postecoglou. Don't forget like De Zerbi is there as well, lingering. All these guys playing like different like styles of play, but which are really effective. Like with Guardiola, of course, you have like his tiki-taka style, but now he's moving to where like his centre back is like playing number 6, 8, and 10, fam. Man, like John Stones, and then when they've not got the ball, they revert back into like a 4-4-2/4-3-3 formation. Yeah, with the same thing with Arteta having like his inverted fullbacks going like in, bro. Like it's crazy, like to what football has actually turned into. Like the evolution of football in the last like 12 years, it's actually been nuts, like in my opinion. But I'm very interested, fam.
From his statistics, because Havertz is a really clever player. He's a good tactical player. So
progressive passes, and carries.
Rep statistics. You can see none of this is very good for what you want from a striker. Someone like Erling Haaland would be all green.
All green.
Again, assists not hugely creative here, but maybe that's because Chelsea weren't playing quite so well over the last 365 days. But what you do get is really progressive passes.
The passes, the interceptions.
Off the ball. He's great out of possession, which is something really important to Mikel Arteta, particularly from his forwards. And a lot of what he does best, you can't really measure. You can see that he does lots of work off the ball. We know he knows how to press and how to help with that, leading the line. But what he does really well is ghosts into space. He doesn't often...
Yes, 100%. 100%, man. Like, when this dude, right, when again, like when I watch players, of course, like I'm a very basic guy, like in football, bro. Like for me, like a striker's meant to do striker stuff, a right back's meant to do like right back stuff. Like for me, like I don't like guys going out of position, all this and that, right? But when I was watching Kai Havertz, right, like he kept on like floating back in front of our midfield, like in front of like Casemiro. So Lindelof, right, didn't know what to do, like with Kai Havertz, because Lindelof kept on pressing forward and leaving so much space behind him because Kai Havertz was floating right into that space in front of Casemiro. I spoke about this in my reaction video to Kai Havertz, right? There was one like sequence of play where he got the ball right from like defense, bro, and like literally orchestrated the entire attack, and then at the end of it, I think it was Conor Gallagher that missed that massive chance because Conor Gallagher ran into the space to where Victor Lindelof left behind, bro. Like I was like, this guy's is an absolute like, bro. Like I turned around to my cousin. I was like, bro, you need to watch Kai Havertz because Kai Havertz is the most dangerous player for Chelsea right now because of what he's doing. He's confusing a lot of Manchester United players because he keeps on floating into spaces where like players would not expect him to be, fam. It's like that meme, bro. What's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas, fam? That's what the players were reacting to Havertz on the field, like, bro, because he genuinely like loves floating into like some mad spaces, bro, and like players don't pick him up, and he's just really free.
Occupy a position, he floats into it at the right time. And that's why his touch maps often look definitely not like a striker.
Yeah.
So for example, the last game of last season against Newcastle, in 2022-23 obviously, Havertz started as the number 9 in this game for Chelsea, Frank Lampard's Chelsea. And you see lots of his touches are in the middle of the pitch. He drifts out wide. He's just kind of on the outskirts of it. And you go to the Champions League final in 21-22 when he scored the winning goal. He played as one of 2 10s off of Timo Werner, who's the number 9 there. And you see he plays mostly in the right space, but when he's got license to drift around and float about, that's when he's most effective. He's great.
Yeah, just look at the dots as well, fam.
Borussia Dortmund this season, where he was absolutely phenomenal. And again, he was playing more as a player who can drift into spaces rather than being a focal point as a number 9.
Yeah.
So that's where he tends to move
again.
Positions to be really and even though we know he's
orchestrating, fam, it's crazy.
Get into lots of great goal-scoring positions because his movement is excellent and his timing is brilliant. So what you see here is his non-penalty shots for Chelsea in the Premier League from the 22-23 season. Really, really good positions to receive the ball. So imagine cutbacks coming from here to him. This is where you want Havertz to be in an Arsenal team. That's what he can do. Float into the space with great timing and finish. The only problem is his finishing isn't great because he's not really a striker. And so his XG is often over what his actual goals
are. His expected goals are down,
He's scored 7 goals from an XG of 11.6. So that's obviously a clear underperformance and not very good. And it tends to be throughout his career, especially in England, that he's slightly underperforms what he maybe should, whether in the Premier League or the Champions League. But when you consider the goals he does score, for example, the Champions League winning one for Chelsea against Manchester City, that was
the late run.
Champions League that year.
It was a very late. It was a late run through the Man City defense.
But he has kind of underperformed for Chelsea. He's clearly not number 9. So why does Arteta want him so much? Why is he going to spend all the money on a player that hasn't lit up the Premier League? Well, first of all, for a long time it looked like Havertz was going to be one of the best young players in the entire world. He scored 17 goals in a season for Bayer Leverkusen, followed up with 12 goals the following season. Then he went to Chelsea, where it hasn't exactly been perfect for him, but he's still a really big game player. Still starts up front for Germany. He's a very important international level, Champions League level footballer. So he's a really good footballer. Makes your squad.
Is that Germany kit from 2008? I'm trying to figure out what year it's from.
Improved as well, but the problem they might have is Gabriel Jesus is the first starting striker in this position.
Yeah.
Arteta doesn't just need first 11 players, he needs players who are in the squad who are as good as anyone else in the first 11 to make the team better. And you can also do things with this system and change it and add things to it, as most managers will have to do. Jurgen Klopp's had to do it, Guardiola's had to do it quite a lot. What you can do instead is play him alongside Gabriel Jesus. Now that's obviously too many players, we've got to take one out. Let's take out Xhaka, put him over here. We know that Arteta worked under Guardiola and shares a lot of similar tactical ideals. Well, there's a thing you can do here which might be quite cool. Now, out of possession, that might look like the 4-4-2 that Man City have played an awful lot. So you show the ball wide with a front 2 that lead the press. Havertz and Jesus, brilliant out of possession, so that'll really help high up the pitch especially. But then what you can also do in possession is change to a different way of building out from the back to help you. So you've got these 3 centre-backs here in a row. So what if you push Gabriel wide, Saliba here, Ben White to form your back 3? Then what you can do is you have Thomas Partey, say, and Zinchenko, he inverts to form your 2. Very much like Man City. You've got 2 wingers to go wide, And then what you do is you drop in Havertz behind Jesus with Odegaard here, and you create a box midfield here, which can help outnumber a midfield three you're playing against. It means you can move the ball.
Yeah, again, it's like what I say too. It's like small little games in a football pitch. Do you get what I mean? Like, so let's say like you've got on the right side, it's like the right wing, the right central midfielder, the right back, all of them right playing against the left wing, right, and the left back. So that's what 3-on-2, and basically again like keeping possession um um uh uh, uh amongst like your right back, your right central midfielder, and your right wing is very key, because again you're winning those little small little games as well, like those little small little tight battles. Because here, guys, for instance, here usually right a midfield like now in this day and age is only like what, three players. There's a CDM, a central attacking midfielder, and then a normal central midfielder. So 6, 8, and 10, right? So that's three. Here they've got four, so they're already outnumbering, right, the midfielders in that central midfield spot. And again, on an Arteta team, very good in possession. They can knock the ball around those three players. They can knock the ball right around those three players very quickly and very efficiently as well. I can't say that word correctly, but I see what Arteta is literally trying to get at here, because this is very key, fam. Like a lot of people don't recognize this in games, that there's like little like small little like games that's actually like battled right in certain positions, bro. It's crazy like how like intricate football is, fam. It's absolutely nuts.
Arrive in the box late to try and finish off the chances. So Jesus can work in the pendulum like him. He can drop deep, Havertz can go forward,
Yeah.
and then you might get more attacking chances up top. And that's just one example of a tactical change you might see from Arsenal going forward this season, just trying to develop things. If you have Havertz there, he gives you loads of...
It was a very big one in that if you guys want an example to what I'm talking about as well, if you are confused, right, it was a very big one in the Arsenal Manchester United game, the 3-1 Manchester United win at Old Trafford. Again, those little like small little battles, bro, like 3 versus 2, 4 versus 3. If you guys paid close attention to that game, fam.
He's suddenly available. He's a magic footballer, he really is, and he can do all the sorts of things that Arteta wants him to do. It works for Arteta's tactical ideals particularly, but it also suits the squad that he's building, because Kai Havertz is only 24 years old and about to come into his peak. This is what Arsenal's squad looks like here. You want them to be in this peak era here when you want to try and win things. They've got a whole young squad coming into that exact age now. It's all part of Arteta's squad building and planning. It makes absolute sense. And although, yes, he misses chances, he's not a number 9. If anyone can get a tune out of this player, it'll be Mikel Arteta, who seems to know exactly how to use false 9s and why he wants to use them. Therefore, he gets the most out of a player like Kai Havertz. And that's why Mikel Arteta really wants to sign Kai Havertz.
Which I'm not surprised about. What a video once again, which I'm genuinely not surprised about. Like, for me, this doesn't shock me, fam. It genuinely doesn't, fam. So, and again, they are getting Declan Rice as well, so I might do another breakdown for that, and also the Mason Mount one as well, because there's a few players that are gonna join certain teams and actually like strengthen to how that certain teams like playing style is played like as well. So I am gonna do more of them, but yeah, fam, like Arteta is again is. I don't want to say the word genius. But it's slowly like starting to show like, yeah, he's that kind of guy who's got who's really great tactically, fam, as a manager, bro. Like, and again, like, it's not me saying this now, right? It's a majority of Arsenal fans saying this. Like, next season for Arteta is very key, because again, the money that he's spending on Kai Havertz right now, 105 million on Declan Rice, and then there is going to be a Yuri Timber coming there, also in for Romeo Lavia too. So for Arteta next season, he has to at least win a trophy, fam. He genuinely has to at least win a trophy. But signing Kai Havertz, I think is taking him a step closer to that objective of winning the Premier League. see, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. But guys, that's been a video reaction slash breakdown. Am I deluded in my thoughts, guys? Was I rambling nonsense? Comment down below. I want to hear your opinions. Of course, I will reply back to your comments as well. And guys who are leaving comments, thank you so much, because it genuinely means a lot, because shows that you're actually engaging with the channel, Leone fam. Yeah, but I've been Preston doing a reaction and reaction breakdowns why Mikel Arteta wants Kai Havertz, and I'm signing out. Keep it real. Peace.